Hey everybody, Tokusa here, and welcome back to another My Hero Ultra Impact video. So this is probably going to be the last pre-recording video you are going to see. I'm going to have it after all my other ones, but I figured I would revisit my favorite character in this game. Now I know Tokuyami's my GOAT. He always will be. Do not get that wrong. Do not get that twisted. But just for the overall play style and how this character is, and I do like the character in general, but just the idea of bullseye, piercing shot, hiding yourself, right? Lady Nagan is just the most ideal character to me. She just works the best in my playstyle, makes it the most fun for me. And which is why the new Deku coming out has got me super hyped. By the time you've seen this video, I've already probably summoned for him. But still, it gave me that Lady Nagan vibe. So I wanted to revisit my favorite character with my most go-to farming team, which will be this one right here. So, when you can hide both Momo and Lady Nagan, you can take full advantage of Seiji, and Seiji just works so damn well, right? Because A, he debuffs the crap out of Class 1A, and 2, because I have him SR+, so there's the speed of UA, I get an extra 15% speed down to all opponents for the first 3 waves. So, essentially, there's very little situations where I'm actually, not that one, the slower team. It's really only going to get outsped by like a team where I run like compress instead of Seiji maybe, just so I can run a speed memory on Momo instead of battle formation. That's pretty much it. The debuffs that Seiji can do is it's just too powerful. So yeah, without further ado, we're going to use the rest of my stamina and yeah, just grind up some PvP. I've made a lot of videos. I went from Expert 1 to halfway through Elite 2, I think, right? So, you know, I've been trying to make a lot of content. I definitely missed it. Especially ever since I got the new phone, I've just been, you know, limited to making any sort of content creation. So hopefully, by the time I'm done my trip, I hear the good news that we can now play the game on updated Androids with the new processing chip. Because that's what I need, man. I need to be using my old ways with the phone. It's just so much more convenient, right? Instead of just relying on having the tablet with me all the time. Did you meet Lump Midoriya? Seiji gonna survive this? Oh, the GOAT doing GOAT things. Oh, and he got freaking GOAT Choco too. You just love to see it. I love Seiji. I mean, in the game, he's great. Amazing. Counters the entire meta essentially, right? You just fight Class 1A everywhere. It's literally everywhere. Everywhere and anywhere. You might see a Monoma, you might see an Aizawa, but outside of that, it's 95% of the time, it is just Class 1A, so Seiji does his thing. And then Lady Nagan just puts in the damage, right? Just crushes. It's insane. I love her. Just the idea of, like, being able to protect your character, right? To be able to have Piercing Shot, which gets through all them pesky, like, high damage reduction units. And, of course, one of the greatest things they've added in this game, especially with units like the Dodge, which is Bullseye, right? I remember when Fantasy Ito first came out, and he was just an atrocious unit to fight. And then they dropped this unit, and I went all in. UR plussed her, and yeah, she serves me so well. She just crushes the entire game for me. I also find that this team makes fights go the fastest and smoothest, essentially, right? Like, I might lose Seiji throughout these fights, as you'll see. He does take a lot of damage. He's still an SR character at the end of the day, right? And, can still be, you know, absolutely nuked. But that was the UR plus Sue that we just fought, and he still makes it through sometimes, right? So keep that in mind when you are watching this. Like, Seiji might not always make it here, but he's still serving his purpose. He's still doing everything that he can to essentially protect my other 2 units, right? He makes everybody hit him, and then once you target him, he can obviously turn you into Mila. Which is it's just such a powerful ability. I love it. So unfortunately, we did get stunned a whole crap ton there, but it is only for 1 turn. Lady Nagan does not have the Bullseye. Aizawa did remove it, so keep that in mind. At least I didn't see the Bullseye symbol there. Yeah. That's okay. Not the biggest, you know, problem in the world. I'm going to get my Bullseye right back here, so doesn't bother me whatsoever. And now we should be able just to snipe Aizawa. That's usually how this plays out when I fight Aizawas. Oh, barrier! Not gonna work against that one, huh? I love it. And see, that's my one problem with barrier, and I will complain about that until it is somewhat fixed. The fact that barrier just doesn't, you know, nullify status elements, I just don't quite get it. Maybe it would make barrier too strong. Maybe it would just be too overpowered. I mean, it's possible. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't see it. I just don't really see why it wouldn't, right? It already negates damage fully, to the most part. You might as well get that extra bit of protection. I don't quite understand the reasoning of why it doesn't. But it is what it is. I guess if they ever want to drop a unit that can throw like 4 barriers on at once, maybe, I guess. But man, Sage is just so good, man. He's so good. I should re-update my top 10 tier list and just throw him on there. On the attacking end, 100% is there. But as you can see, Lady Nagant, of course, with all the disruption I'm getting, and the Momo also just amplifying any sort of healing and whatnot, Lady Nagant just kind of takes over on the damage end, and she just crushes everything. And it's just so satisfying. The hit marks, the single target attack that hits 3 times, that can blast up to like 35, 40 Ks per whack, right? You start to do such crazy damage with this team that, I don't know, it feels great. We will fight Toto next, because rocking that Todoroki, love to see it. And yeah, to be completely honest, I haven't really found a counter for this team. Usually when I get beat, it'll be just more like a lot heavier invested teams, but outside of that, I find that this team just works incredibly smoothly. I don't really have too many troubles with, honestly, anybody out there, right? It's just the synergy's too good. Momo hides, Lady Nagant hides, you have to hit Seiji for the most part. And then with the entire meta, like I said, just being Class 1A, which doesn't look like it'll ever change, it's just like, why would I not just take full advantage of this, right? And then Lady Nagant gets free roam, sometimes even just free hits without anybody doing AoEs, right? Especially when they're all meat lump. And then she just rips through everything, shreds everything. I love it. And I just recently re-rolled my EX auto skill, the offensive slot for Lady Nagant to get even more speed. I gave up a lot of my good damage rolls that I had on before. It was like almost 5,000 battle power, and I had like crit skill impact up, but as you're seeing, it doesn't really matter. I'm still just tearing right through units. As Seichi turns everybody in the meat lump, by the way. This unit is crazy. And then, yeah, as you can see, I think I'm okay still taking my 28k 3 times, you know, a casual 84,000 damage. Not something I'm really too worried about losing. Since all 3 of us have dodge, I'm not going to use Seiji's final usage of Dulce Summertime, so I can just do Lady Nagant go on 3rd again, and then one of the next 3 turns, if we get there, I can take full advantage again. And yeah, look at the disruption. This is such a broken attacking team. If you can replicate it, I do recommend it. I do recommend it. Now, granted, I basically have it maxed. Seiji is basically completed to his max potential, other than maybe a better auto skill roll. Lady Nagant is the same way. You are plus. And then Momo is level 130. So, I mean, if I wanted to get the unique EX auto skill for Momo, that's essentially all I can do. But other than that, this is my favorite team. It just crushes everything, and I love it. And it just feels better. Like, compared to, like, even though Tokiyami's my GOAT, it's the character's design overall where it kind of lets me down. It's just more of a... It needs ramp up to really capitalize. And I'm just not a huge fan of it. Don't get me wrong, I still use him all the time. But, yeah, I just wish he didn't need to build up speed every single turn. Because there's not really a point in being the faster, like, unit on turn, like, 7, right? Because by then, half your team's either KO'd or they're basically KO'd, so... I think I've had it, like, 1 or 2 instances, like, ever, where it's, like, you know, somewhat paid off. But outside of that, I don't like the build-up. If you want to ramp up damage over time, that's okay. I'm okay with that. You know, be like a Bakugo or something, right? But to have, like, other such, like, key aspects, like speed being the biggest example, requiring ramp up, I don't know. I am not too sure. Granted, I still win a lot of the times with my Tokiyami team, but A, the ramp up requires the game to go a little bit slower, right? He's not doing crazy damage right off the bat. And B, it's just, yeah, the character is not at full potential pretty much from the bat, where Lady Nagant literally just needs to do 1 action skill, and then she's off to the races. So, it's just, this is more of my preference, for sure. And, Lady Nagant is literally, we've had 0 troubles pretty much this entire fight, eh? Just because Seiji is just so broken. So broken. Look at that. What are you gonna do about that? You literally can't do anything against that. And that should do it there. So yeah, the team is just too ridiculous. It is actually just insane. And the best part about using this team too is like when I'm on my grind, 90% of the time this is the team that I will use just because. Well, how many fights have we done? I think we started with 6 stamina. We got 2 left and this has been 10 minutes. This is me talking too. I probably could have sped it up a little bit faster if I really tried, right? But nah, it's nice and simple. You love to see it. And it's just more efficient for me. Great for farming, and yeah, really recommend doing what you can. Okay, so this is a really good team, and you can see that they have you know, help from number 2 hero, but in this instance, it doesn't even matter. So I think we're just gonna focus on Ochako. If I get bounded, hopefully Seiji just kind of recounters that and applies Meat Lump, which hopefully on this attack it does. Oh, it does not. So one of the more unfortunate situations here. But the nice thing is that they're not really attacking, so I can just kind of skip the turn. She does this, which can hurt quite a bit, but the other 2 did not hit. And all I gotta do is level 2 normals, which we just squeezed by doing there. So we can actually get one more rotation with Dulce Summertime here, which is more important than you may think in this fight. But yeah, so this is one of those instances, though, where we will lose Seiji early sometimes, which is the way it plays out. Can't win them all, you know. Can we get another Meat Lump in before? No. But we do get Ochako, right? And that is going to play a massive key factor here. Oh, we actually have to get a plus alters, which is a little bit concerning. But we should still be able to... Ooh, this could be a little bit trickier one, actually. We'll have to see in a second, though. This should be it, because they're not attacking now. It's just normal to get rid of Ochako. Okay. For the most part, I think we're still in an A-OK spot, right? Lane Nagant will still be able to crush, and Deku is built pure supportive and defensive, right? I guess he's basically already supportive. Just defensively, I have tons of HP regen on him. I got defense on HP regen, and of course he has damage reduction built in his kit. He just kind of works as a really good battery for me, so that is how we're going to use him. That's why I put him on the bench right after Seiji, right? And now Lady Nagant can just start going crazy, just off the rails, essentially. Oh, you lucky you increased your max HP there. That heal means nothing to me when I have Bullseye. I'm not really too worried if this is the AoE hit. I doubt we're going to hit by, yeah, anything, you know, annoying like that, so it works out pretty well for me. And then all that's left to pretty much clean up now. There's nothing too much to worry about. I guess Todoroki could, you know, be some sort of a problem, but now that we have Deku here, it's been a few turns, I feel like this, yeah, 48k 3 times. You all understand how much damage it is. 144k damage? That is ridiculous. Ridiculous damage. And of course, this is going to do just maximum, so... Yeah, Lady Nagant just starts to get out of control after a bunch of turns have passed by, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. It's why she's my favorite character in this game. Yeah, not really much to worry about here. So we'll do the final fight, and then I'm going to call it a nice little grind up. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to play PvP, so I'm actually pretty pumped that I got to do all these like pre-recordings here. Climb up the rankings pretty quick, and hopefully even after 2 weeks, I'll probably still try to play like while I'm out. But even when it's all over, hopefully I can get up to Legends rank this time around. So I think it's suiting that our final opponent is Mommy Nagant. Great name. I just saw Lady Nagant though. I saw the representation. I saw that she's on the bench, so I figured why not, right? So, but yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions are on this character. I just think she is phenomenal. Just very, very good. So since we have a unit that completely negates Dulce Summertime, I'm actually just gonna have Lady Nagant attack third each and every time. There's no point in wasting my Dulce Summertime because she's stupid as right there. He just goes right through it. So I probably should target Bakugo first, but I just am not a big fan of units that remove buffs. So we are definitely going to get rid of Ochako right now. This should totally do it. Perfect. Still, it's a very good team over there, but I just think if you don't have Momo on, you're unfortunately at a disadvantage. It's just, that's how broken Momo is in PvP. So hopefully this individual does end up getting Momo or investing into Momo and throws him on the team. I think it could help a lot. Because yeah, when you don't have over max health, Lady Nagant just goes off, right? So, I think Momo is she's just too essential in this meta. And, oh, Seiji does make it through the turn. So, we will do this, and we should finish, yeah, we should finish Midori off. I think that's the smarter play here. Perfect. Is that it? Is it, yeah, these last two? Okay, yeah, we're in a pretty good spot, I would say. So, we will actually just try to get rid of Lady Nagant here. This should probably just be a one-hitter quitter. Boom, get rid of the barrier. And now, even if we lose Seiji, I mean, he's done more than his job. Oh, insult to injury to end it. So you know what? We will play Lady Nagant's plus for animation to finish this off. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hopefully, you know, you got lucky for the new Deku that came out if you did summon for him. I'm very excited to make videos on that unit. I'm talking to, you know, future me, because this is going to come, I'm going to upload this in like 2 weeks. And yeah, I'm just excited to be back and make some like actual recordings when I am back. So thank y'all for watching. My favorite character, and essentially my favorite team, honestly, but Lady Nagant is just too good. And honestly, I don't know if she'll be replaced. Maybe this new Deku will do it, but I don't know. The Queen still reigns supreme to me. So anyways, thank y'all for watching. Take care, and until the next one, Tokusatsu.